The time my senior homeroom teacher had each student write a letter to themselves that they would receive a few weeks before they would move into college. At the beginning of the second semester of my senior year, my homeroom teacher, Mr. Carter, had every senior write a letter to themselves. After collecting these letters, he told us that we would receive them in the mail a week later before we left for college. He gave us lists of different topics to write to ourselves about and just things to help us have an idea of what to write. Ideas that he gave us were where we wanted our relationship with God to be in the future, what kind of things that we hoped to experience our final semester of high school, things that we would be looking forward to our freshman year of college. Now keep in mind that this was all before there was a large outbreak of the coronavirus, so we all had so many things that we were looking forward to in the upcoming semester. Some things that I was looking forward to my final semester of high school were things like a mission trip to the country of Moldova, my final 2 months of basketball, whether or not I become a teaching fellow at Coastal Carolina, our senior class field trip to Tennessee for a week, and so many lasts that we could all look forward to as a senior class. I also wrote about how I wanted to have a closer relationship with God. I wanted to always be able to go to Him with whatever was on my mind. I wrote that I want to find a good group of friends my freshman year that I can become close with and will always be there for me. Lastly, I wrote about how I want to become closer with my family, especially my oldest brother, who is now a senior in high school. When writing about these things, I did not realize how different my senior year would turn out to be than I expected. When I received this letter in the mail about a month ago, I had completely forgotten that we had wrote it, and it was great to see things that I wrote about that had happened, and sadly things I had wrote about that did not happen. My Moldova trip and my senior class trip to Tennessee sadly did not happen because of the worldwide pandemic. But being cooped up with my family truly brought us closer than we had ever been to each other. I got closer to my family in a totally different way than I thought I would. But that is a big thing that I wrote about in my letter that did come true. Another thing from my letter that happened is I found a great group of people at Coastal that I am always with. A group of people that support me and have become close with me. Lastly, I was so nervous about whether or not I would get the Teaching Fellow Scholarship, and luckily I did become a Teaching Fellow Scholarship recipient. Many things in my letter happened, but in a totally different way than I expected it to. When I graduate college, I'm planning to become an elementary school teacher, and this letter got me thinking how amazing it would be for someone to write to themselves a letter in 3rd or 4th grade and to receive it at the end of high school. Because of my teacher doing this, it is something that I want to give to kids to be able to receive when they are seniors in high school, and to see how much they've changed over their life.